And I went to Magic Kingdom, and I didn't realize it at the time, but he didn't want me there because I was too young, didn't have the experience. I didn't realize that until a year afterwards that he liked me, and then Jeff told me, oh, by the way, he didn't want you there. I'm like, oh, okay. So how do you influence maybe the we've always done it this way crowd? Don't be shy is what I tell you. Keep trying to come up with good ideas. When I was at the Magic Kingdom, there was a guy there, Greg Emmer. He was the vice president. He's a legend as park operators go. And I went to Magic Kingdom, and I didn't realize it at the time, but he didn't want me there because I was too young, didn't have the experience. He had Jim Bender, this guy's seasoned vet. I didn't realize that until a year afterwards that he liked me, and then Jeff told me, oh, by the way, he didn't want you there. I'm like, oh, okay. But Greg and I, we'd go out for a walk, and we'd walk the park, and we'd start at maybe Main Street, usually Main Street. We'd go from one end to the other, and in the end, I kind of got like a report card. He's like, park looks good, or the park looks okay, or the park looks bad. And I'm like, man, and so we do these walks, and I'm taking notes and stuff, and it always just felt too random. It just felt too random, and it didn't feel like a good solution, a good process. And so that's the way Greg did things. I mean, that's just what he did. He walked it that way. But I said, you know what, there's got to be a better way to assess what the park is. And so we came up with this thing we call Vantage Point Index, right, VPI. So you know about VPI. That started because an old school leader did things his way, and I thought, there's a better way. And so eventually when we got VPI rolling, I was able to go back to Greg, and Greg, we'd walk Tomorrowland. He said, Tomorrowland doesn't look good. And I said, okay, Greg, if you think Tomorrowland doesn't look good in this area, this is the show rating of this area. There's 4 others that are worse. And so just on balance, this is actually not as bad as these other 4 areas. And finally, he steps back and he's like, oh, you can probably sum it up, I hate being managed, right? I just hate being managed. I'd rather manage my business than be managed. And so those early walks, Greg's managing me. The later walks, he's like, okay, let's go walk this land. What's this land like? And I'd give him a context. Oh, we're in Adventureland. It's mostly A's. We got a few spots here that aren't great and everything. And so then he kind of flipped to that new way of assessing the park because he saw the value and he saw the benefit to that. So I think take your time, take a step back, kind of figure out why are they rooted in it? What he was doing was important. Walking the park, putting your eyes on the park. What we did is we came up with a way to objectify something that was very subjective.